Okay, but
if you just make it full screen, then that would be better.
but I can't see the conference, but I shouldn't. Okay.
Yeah, we can see your presentation, Ra.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you see my video? Do you see my face?
Yeah, of course. Yes.
And you hear me?
Yes, no problem at all.
Okay.
I mean, the way that you share your screen, I mean, in the PowerPoint presentation, Dagmar, just allow us to see the other slide too, okay? It's the way that you selected from the PowerPoint. You know what I mean? Just hit on F5, I guess.
Yeah, but you don't want to see the next slide or something?
I mean, it doesn't matter. Oh,
Okay.
it doesn't matter, Dagmar. Yeah, that's okay.
To present the entire subjective quality of life between deaf and hard of hearing people and people with physical and
may I start?
Wait a second. I need to,
because on the screen I see only my presentation. I don't see anything else, and the moderator.
That's fine.
I do see you. Okay, I see you. So okay.
That's fine, Dagmar. Go ahead, and then you can start.
Okay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present the results of my research under the topic differences in subjective quality of life between deaf and hard of hearing people and people with physical disabilities with different sport participation level. The objective of the study was to analyze and compare the subjective quality of life in people with physical disabilities and people who are deaf and hard of hearing with different levels of sport participation through quality of life domains, following the WHO manual, and through overall subjective quality of life. Two groups of people with disabilities we recruit for the study: people with physical disabilities and people who are deaf and hard of hearing. Both groups we divided into the three subgroups according to their sport participation level. It was the elite athletes, recreational athletes, and people who do not participate in sport in their leisure. On the slide, you see the number and the mean age of the samples. Standardized questionnaire, the subjective quality of life analysis, we used as a primary research method. This scale includes 23 quality of life indicators that covers traditional areas, for example, food, satisfaction with food, satisfaction with love, satisfaction with a family, and more abstract items, politics, justice, freedom. Participants were asked to evaluate their degree of satisfaction using a 5-point rating scale. Lower mean point score meant higher satisfaction with particular quality of life indicators. And we unified all these 24 indicators into the 5 quality of life domains following the WHO quality of life manual, user manual, and divided into the 5 main domains like general health, physical health, psychological health, social relationship, and environment. Overall, subjective quality of life was calculated by summarizing scores of all 24 indicators. For the data processing, we use the IBM SPSS statistic version 23. Data were described using absolute and relative frequencies, including the mean and standard deviation. Kolmogorov-Smirnov test was used to evaluate data normality, and a non-parametric Mann-Whitney-U test was used to assess differences between two independent groups of people with physical disabilities and people who are deaf and hard of hearing. Significance level was set at 0.5 and 0.1, and the rate of dependence between two independent samples was conveyed by means of the coefficient R. Here we go for the results. In the group of elite athletes or elite and competitive athletes, we see the significant differences in 4 items when deaf and hard of hearing people who compete at the elite and competitive level revealed significantly higher satisfaction with general health, significantly higher level with psychological health, significantly higher satisfaction with social relations, and they show the significantly higher subjective quality of life in general, comparing the people with physical disabilities competing at the elite level. Yeah, sorry. Further, in the group of recreational athletes, we see also significant differences, but only in the domain of general health, when people who are deaf and hard of hearing showing or presenting significantly higher level of general health, comparing the people with physical disabilities doing sport at the recreational level. In the last group of people with disabilities, we see that, like in the first table, in 4 domains, we see the significant differences when, again, people who are deaf and hard of hearing showing significantly higher level or higher satisfaction with general health, psychological health, and social relations, and they presenting significantly higher overall subjective quality of life, comparing the people with physical disabilities who do not participate in any sport activity in their leisure. Summarizing the results, we see that in 2 groups, concretely in the group of elite and competitive athletes and non-athletes, we saw significantly higher satisfaction and significantly higher level of subjective quality of life in the group of deaf and hard of hearing people. And in recreation athletes, we see only 1 significant difference, and we can say that maybe recreation and athletes, doesn't matter if they are physically disabled or deaf, they showing the equal level of subjective quality of life, except of the satisfaction with general health, where deaf and hard of hearing people. Okay, we can conclude that deaf and hard of hearing people in general presented significantly higher level of subjective quality of life compared to people with physical disabilities. According to all evaluated level of sport participation, but of course, mostly in elite athletes and inactive people. Thank you for the attention.
Thank you, Dagmar, for the brief and comprehensive presentation.
Yes.
I just, first of all, go and ask the audience if they have any question. All right. While they are thinking about it, I would like to ask you. So why there is these differences between deaf and physically disabled people? You know, in terms of quality of life.
Yeah, in my practical experiences, because of wheelchair people, mostly was people who using wheelchair technology. They have to, they have a lot of obstacles every single day, and also it's they have to conquer these obstacles practicing the physical activity. Maybe this is the reason, not the maybe, but I know because I'm going for the practice and for the training with boccia training. It's a Paralympic discipline, 2 times per week with them. And it's also the financial reasons. Concretely, it should be like lack of sponsoring. They would like to train, but they don't have money to rent the sport facilities. They to buy appropriate equipment, sport equipment, and they don't have so many possibilities to provide a physical activity as at a high top level as an elite athlete, just because of maybe these financial problems, also problems with assistance. They still don't have enough people who assist them during the training, assist them during the competition. And this is the reason why they feel like subjectively not so satisfied. On the other side, the deaf people, it's not, I can't say it's not like so serious disability, but they are more inclusive disability. They understand the people just if they read the communication from the mouth, and they don't have such a physical disabilities to have to fight for the obstacles and so on.
Thank you, Dagmar. Very good research, I believe, and very valuable. So thanks for your presentation.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.